Welcome to week 10, how to achieve balance. Balance is the single most important factor in achieving long-term success. Without balance, you'll never achieve long-term success. And I know this from personal and professional experience. In the past, I'd go from a state of poor health, whether it is after a state of injury or illness or lack of concentration from being pulled out of balance in other areas of my life. And I'd think, how can I get back into a good state of health? How can I look good again? I'll commit to a bodybuilding show and I'd be 100% compliant, do the show, and then after the show, I'd slowly fall back off because I couldn't sustain it, because I was too compliant to my nutrition and training. Everything else in my life got pulled out of balance. So after the show, I'd then get pulled out of balance again and come into a trough. And then when I got to the bottom, I'd be like, how can I get back in shape? How can I focus on my health again? How can I look good again? I'll commit to another bodybuilding show and I'll go for another phase of being 100% compliant. I'd do a show, and then because I got pulled out of balance, I'd start applying attention to the other areas that had been neglected for a while, and then my health and nutrition, my training and nutrition would get backed off, and I'd hit another trough. And I'd continue in that pattern, and only recently have I managed to achieve balance in my life. And it's something that I have to work on continuously and consistently to make sure that I do sort of pay every area of my life attention so that I can move forward and be happy and healthy consistently rather than going through peaks and troughs. So how do we achieve balance? Well, motivation and willpower are probably really hard for you right now because you've invested the money, you've invested time and effort, and you're part of this program and you really want to get results. But willpower and motivation will always leave you. It will come and go. And what we need to do is focus on your lifestyle. Sorry, I think the light might just be hiding that a little bit. We'll just get that in. Lifestyle. What is lifestyle? So we're looking at sleep, relationships, that's friends, family, kids, partners, work, self-development, or growth. I'm going to pick relationships, I'm going to pick love. These are both essential factors that we need in our life as human beings to be happy and have balance. Training, nutrition, and me time. And me time might be hobbies, meditating, might even be cooking, walking, whatever it is that you do that you enjoy and it's you relaxing and being yourself. All of these factors will contribute towards your lifestyle. And if any of these factors get pulled out of balance, it will have a knock-on effect to everything else. So if your sleep's off, it's going to affect your relationships, it's going to affect your work output, it's going to affect your training and nutrition, and ultimately your me time. If your me time's out, that's going to affect your training, nutrition, your sleep, your relationships, love. So it all knocks on and creates lifestyle. Once we're balanced, we can then look to achieve success long term. Nice neat writing there for you to read. And without balance, we're never going to achieve long-term success because motivation and willpower will come and go. You might be really motivated for a phase, get really great results, and then all of a sudden something happens, you lose focus, you lose concentration, your motivation drops off, and you go back to where you were. And that's not how we achieve long-term success. We don't achieve long-term success by going through peaks and troughs. And that's what this program is all about. It's setting you up now for the future. How do you achieve long-term success? It's by creating balance in every area of your life. And it's hard. Sometimes it's hard because you'll be focusing on training and nutrition more and something else will get backed off and you won't be giving your partners the time that they need. And then ultimately that's going to affect your training and nutrition because they're going to say, look, man, you're never here, you never spend time with me, you neglect me, I want you to look after me. Then, see where I'm going? So we have to achieve balance through lifestyle. And once we can do that, then we can achieve long-term success. So does that mean that you need to stick to a diet plan and be 100% to your training? No, absolutely not. It's a-okay if you miss a meal. or you go out and be social and have a couple of drinks, or you miss a training day because you had to stay back, work it late, to focus a little bit more on work. These areas aren't always going to be equal. You're not going to be like 10%, 15%, 10% of my time here, or maybe even 50% of my time here. It's not always going to be equally split and stay there. Sometimes some areas of your life are going to need more. You'll be able to give certain areas of your life more attention and time. And it's important that you do understand that it's fine to do that. On a time scale, we'll put January in here and December here. Through a time scale, there's going to be times where you have to give your relationship more time. And there's going to be times where you have to give your work more time and attention. And there's going to be times where you're able to give your training and nutrition more time. Because work's got quiet. Or your self-development, you're not doing any study, or there's no area in your life where you're growing into, so you give that into your training and nutrition. It's okay and it's fine to do that. What we need to remember is that it is just for a short period. So sometimes if you get busy at work, you have to start missing one training session a week. But you need to understand that it's just balance and it's just for a short period. It doesn't mean that we need to give up completely on something or completely forget about training and nutrition. It's just about backing off a little bit in each other area to apply tension where it's needed so that you can get through that period. And the same with your training and nutrition now. Right now, you've probably took a little bit out of your relationships. You've probably seen your friends a little bit less so that you can go to the gym more or focus on your diet more and get the weight loss results that you're looking for. And after this program, you might go, wow, that was really great. I lost 5 kilos in the 12 weeks. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give myself a little bit less to training and nutrition, maybe 5%, and I'm just going to give that back to my relationships. But what I'm not going to do is go back to 100% where I was before, where I was giving these guys or this area or this area or this area more time, and I was giving my training and nutrition nothing. It's about achieving balance. Don't go all in on one of these areas. Don't go all in on training and nutrition. You can be 100% to your training and nutrition. I've done this. I did that for a whole year. I was 100% compliant to training and nutrition. And my results were like marginally better than when I have good balance in my life. It was slightly better for the 12 months. So that's great, right? No, it's bad because I was so compliant in this area here that I neglected my relationship. Instead of going out and being social with my girlfriend on a Saturday, I was in the gym doing cardio. So what happens there? A 7.5-year relationship down the drain. Because I gave too much attention to training and nutrition and pulled myself out of balance. If I had have gone out on those social occasions with my girlfriend on that Saturday night, or all those Saturday nights, rather than going and doing cardio, I might have been 2% fatter in December. Right. But that relationship wouldn't have ended. You need to have balance to achieve long-term success. I gave 100% to training and nutrition, didn't give enough to my relationships. My girlfriend and I split up, she moved out. Then I have to go through the whole breakup process, heartbreak, moving house, going through all the de facto relationship separation process, which takes time, emotional input, and what happens? Training and nutrition, go to shit. Self-development went to shit. Sleep went to shit. Because I was stressing and trying to correct that issue. Rather than achieving balance and achieving long-term success, I was just contributing towards peaks and troughs. If you go out on a Saturday night with your friends, have a few drinks and a meal, and you're not off the plan, that is A-okay. Your body is a representation of averages. If you're going out every night with your friends for 10 beers and a meal, your body's going to look like that. If you do it once a week, it's going to create long-term success for you because you're going to have balance and happiness in every area of your life. If you stop going out with your friends, you're going to be sadder. You're not going to have the love that you need. The training and nutrition, is it ever worth it? Yeah, I'm looking the best I've ever looked, but I'm fucking miserable and sad. I don't see my friends give me shit, I haven't got anyone to turn to when I get stressed. Fuck it, it's not worth it. It's not worth doing training and nutrition. And then people will give up because they pulled themselves out of balance. They've done too much here, pulled themselves out of balance, and then gone, it's not worth it, and given up. You can be 100% compliant to areas of your life for set periods of time and take a little bit away from here, but we need to achieve overall balance to achieve long-term success, and that is the key. And take that from me personally, from someone that's really, really struggled with balance all my life. I'm 36 years old now, and in 2018, I kind of got somewhere close towards balance, but that wasn't to mean that I achieved it perfectly all the time. I still got reminded by my new girlfriend, you're working too much, all you care about is work, you're neglecting me. Okay, fair enough, I've realised it, and I need to pull myself back into balance, take some evenings off work, put something in place that allows me to finish work early. So that is the key to long-term success. It's not about being 100% compliant and fully motivated every single day to get in the gym and stick to your diet plan 100%. I don't want you to do that. I want you to achieve balance. And if you can achieve balance, you will move forward with your weight loss. Whether that's at a slightly slower rate than if you were 100% compliant, I promise you, long term, you will achieve better results from looking after balance. So I hope there's a lot of value there for you. My top tip for achieving balance is go back to week 2 when we looked at Google Calendar, and book in these factors. Book in your sleep, book in your relationships, book in your work hours, book in your self-development time, book in your training and nutrition and your me time. Book all of that into your calendar and treat every single factor that's important in your life as a priority, as a non-negotiable. And if I was you, I'd put work in last. So book your date night in. Book it into your calendar. Do that right now. Book your sleep in. I'm going to go to bed at 9 o'clock every day. Book in your self-development. What are you going to do for growth? This is an essential part of being happy. With the human nature, we have to have some element of growth, whether that's exceeding at work or exceeding moving forward in your relationships or moving forward with your training and nutrition. There has to be some element of growth. In your me time, if you're not happy and not looking after yourself, you can't apply attention to everything else. Book your me time in as well and treat them as non-negotiables. Write out the things that are important to you. Sleep, relationships, work, self-development, training, nutrition, me time. Book them into your calendar and treat them as non-negotiables. Like on the morning routine, pay attention to nothing but the truth. Everything that's important to you needs your focus and needs your attention, else you will eventually get pulled out of balance and you won't achieve long-term success. I don't want you coming back to me 6 months' time saying you got pulled out of balance because you neglected something, had a knock-on effect, and you haven't been to the gym for 6 months because you've been dealing with a breakup or dealing with a shitty boss. Book it all into your calendar right now, and I want you to then submit your new calendar, your updated calendar, back to me with all of these things in there, and show me your plan. Write a plan out of how you intend to achieve long-term success. What areas need to be addressed for you to move forward in the best way possible 6 months from now, 12 months from now, 5 years from now. Okay, I want you to take that action. I want you to watch this video back again, and we'll touch base later in the week. Peace out.